Good morning, good people. I hope everybody doing well this morning. In one of my earlier clips, when I was talking about one of the hardest things for me when I started on this healing journey, and I talked about isolation, I said that I was going to come back and we were going to talk about the next hardest thing. And this might be the hardest part for some people, and that's getting into your shadow work. And a lot of people talk about shadow work. They make shadow work sound like it's something to be afraid of, or something for you to something for you to fear or whatever. And it's not really. It's just simply you coming to terms with those things about yourself that you're trying to hide from the world, those things about yourself that you might be ashamed of, or that you might feel guilty about, or that you might be embarrassed of. It's a place where, a lot of people hide their trauma, especially the deepest parts of their trauma and all of that. So shadow work is just really you getting to know your shadow self, and you coming to terms with that, and you finding a way to bring those two together so that you become a whole person, so that you can become all of you, so that you know all of you. And like I always say, because this is very important, we all have a shadow. We all have a shadow self. Just because you got a place where you done tucked your trauma, and you got a place where you done tucked all the things that you want to hide, and all the things that you don't want to look at, and all the things that you don't want people to know about you, or whatever, just because you have a place where you done tucked all that stuff, don't think you by yourself, because you're not. We all have a shadow, and we all have to do shadow work. We all have to go into that place of darkness, because in order for you to have a shadow, you got to have light and dark. So we all have to go into that shadow realm, into that shadow part of ourselves, and deal with some stuff. Deal with the trauma, deal with the pain, deal with that stuff that's making you feel guilty, deal with that stuff that made you feel ashamed, deal with that stuff that you're embarrassed of, deal with those things about yourself that you think other people won't like, or those things about yourself that you think are unacceptable. You got to go in and you got to deal with that. And this is a practice that we're gonna do here together this morning. I want you to think about, close your eyes and imagine your child self. Imagine yourself when you were a child. When you were a kid of 5, 6, 7, 8, or whatever. Because a lot of trauma that adults deal with took place in their childhood. Most people that deal with trauma and deal with pain and deal with experiences that they don't want to look at, and that they don't want other people to know about, a lot of that stuff happened when you were a child. So close your eyes and imagine your child self. If you can't do this right now, do it some other time. But close your eyes and imagine your child self. Imagine yourself as a kid, maybe 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, something like that. And when you see that child in your mind, you as an adult, just go hug that child. Just go give that child some love. Just go tell that child, I might have not been here to protect you before, but I'm here now. And I love you. And you are worthy of the best. I'm sorry you were hurt and nobody protected you, but you're okay now. Because all the old versions of us are still with us. And some of those versions just need to heal. And all they need is for you, as you are now, to go back to them, apologize, love them, give them a hug, tell them everything is going to be okay. So whichever version of yourself was traumatized, whichever version of yourself was hurt, close your eyes and go back to that version and love that version. So show that version of yourself some love. Apologize. Say, I'm sorry nobody was here to help you. I'm sorry you were hurt, but you okay now. And I love you. And then after you do that, be grateful. Be grateful that you were able to go back and love on that version of yourself that needed to heal. That version of yourself that just needed love, just needed a hug. And then love the version of you that you are now. Show the version of you that you are now some love. Y'all have a blessed day.